Today, there's a lot of information that has come out. So let's go straight to the event hall to see. Toxic break, outbreak. Events are here. Join and earn amazing rewards. So there's some stuff coming there. But right at the fag end, we have a lot of information regarding next week's summon banner. Certain heroes coming. Who is it? And we are offered Numera. She's been sitting in the corner somewhere because I saw her long back. She was being tom-tommed as this guy. I forgot. Iowar's girlfriend. She's a magic fighter, part of the Piercer and Esotericist factions. Single target attack, hard control, and continuous damage. All three are very useful, especially the hard control and the continuous damage. Talent. Basic attack grants 1 Grimthorn Spike. A spike blessed by the elm can be launched at enemies to deal damage. This effect can maintain a maximum of 4 Grimthorn spikes at once. When having 4 of these spikes, basic attack has 50% chance to launch 1 extra strike, Grimthorn Strike, dealing 400% damage, inflicting 1 stack of poison. So a lot of poison is going to come. This is for 10 seconds. Deals 5% continuous magic damage per second, stacking up to 10 times. Poison effects from different sources can coexist, so they will stack. And restoring 40 rage for the hero. You can see she blocks 2 and cost is 18. This is standard magic damage, 120% with skill up. And of course her range becomes massive in her ultimate, Nature's Wrath. Immediately gains 2 extra Grimthorn spikes and rapidly launches all the Grimthorn spikes to random enemies in range after charging for a short period. Each spike deals 440% damage and inflicts 1 stack of poison. Same 10-second 5%, which stacks up. This is badass. The Grimthorn spikes damage of 400 gets scaled up to 520 and skill cost comes down by 200 to 900. Well, that's badass. Let's look at one of the passives. Poisonwood Branch. Nature's Wrath, Grimthorn Spikes. Additionally inflict stun. So this was the control part. Half a second of stun, unable to take action. When at least 4 of these spikes hit the same target in a short period, triggers 1 time of Toxic Surge with 30% damage per stack. What is the surge? Consumes the poison effects inflicted on the target, dealing a certain amount of magic damage based on the poison stacks consumed up to 30 stacks. There's a lot of cleanse needed now. Okay, and the stun duration can get increased from its 0.5 to 1.5, and Toxic Surge can go up from its 30% damage per stack to 50. Okay. Nature's Grasp. Each Grimthorn spike inflicts Grimthorn roots for 6 seconds, deals continuous true damage equal to 21% of the caster's attack per second. Okay, that's going to be nasty. Stacking up 6 times, cannot be dispelled. So it can go up to 126% of the attack when it has fully stacked. Grimthorn Root's damage, which is 21, can increase by another 9% to 30. So that means 6 stacks will be 180% of the caster's attack. Woohoo! Damage reduction And the second portion is damage reduction on the enemy hit. So damage reduction is minus 20 and can get increased for the 6-second period by another 10% to minus 30. This is all really cool because it ensures survivability. Let's go to the awakenings. What does that do? During the ultimate, increases damage by 25%. Damage dealt by Grimthorn Spike and Toxic Surge guarantees a crit hit. Guaranteeing a crit hit is really cool. And of course, increasing damage. Then this is standard increase of 300. I haven't checked out one thing. So 4821 is the attack starting numbers and HP. So there is an improved, I think it's standard for a fighter with 2.6. Okay. So this is standard. It'll go up to 5,100 something. Awaken 3 is when attacking enemies, ignores 20% magic resistance. Each time Nature's Wrath is cast, its effect increases by an extra 5% up to extra 25%. So that's really cool. Penetration is the standard one. And the last one, heals the hero for 20% of the true damage dealt by Grimthorn Roots. So there is self survivability and healing in A5. So yeah, I mean, one more fighter will join in, but this fighter gives poison damage. So it looks like the game is happily working on a meta for poison fellows because there are quite a few poisonous gang coming. There is a chick 4-star that came with poison, and there are certain other poison fellows coming in. The one that is paired along with Numera is Valeria. So you can see Valeria is a good hero. She has some great rating. And then the other three epics are what they are. She is extremely useful for quite a few, for beginning and mid for sure, till you collect new heroes, because her AoE heal, there are very few healers that heal AoE, that is they cleanse. So that really helps, and defensive dispel also is useful. So that's that. And then we have the usual 2x, very much there. So I will leave it at that. And moving forward, event signing is going to start from the 15th. Claim and login rewards every day, and there's going to be one of these chests, hero emote, or you collect your ancient summon crystal. I think we all have these emotes, and really there are enough emotes to go for. Everybody will collect that ancient summon crystal. Then there is a shard summon that is arriving. And we have a new epic, Esotericis Lord. I think Raiden is there. And this comes in. Let's check. Yep. Raiden. So that fellow is there. Vixera is the new epic Esotericis Lord. She comes with, she's a magic mage, and clearly I can read the word poison over here. So 10-second poison. Single target attack, continuous damage, and ally buff. Each attack has 40% chance to inflict poison. Each time the hero inflicts one stack of poison on enemies, permanently increases the hero's magic resistance penetration by 1% up to 30% increase. Wow. That is insanely cool. Let's look at the numbers over here. So for an epic, seem to be the same. Magic attack, 110% standard. Rite of Torrent is the ultimate. Deals 350% damage 3 times to one enemy, inflicting 2 stacks of poison each time. 5% continuous magic damage over the 10 seconds, and it can stack up 10 times. Poison effects can coexist with others, which is really cool. This 350 can go up to 500 damage via skill up. We go further. Endless suffering. When receiving direct damage from enemies, there's a 30% chance to inflict poison on the target enemy and deal an extra 120% damage. So there is counterattack. This I would put into the zone of counterattack. The chance of 30% goes up to 50%, which is pretty good and high, and 180% damage via skill up. Being an epic, this is going to be done fairly quickly. What is the attributes? Lord skill. Increases faction team members' basic attributes by 10% and reduces faction team members' skill cost by 15%. What do the other fellows do? Increases rage, reduces skill cost by 25. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, let's go and check the awakenings. First one, basic attack inflicts acute poisoning on the poisoned targets. 5-second, increases all poison and toxic surge damage taken by 40%. So that's a massive increase, plus those stacks, if you remember. Awaken 2 is attack plus 5%. Excuse me. 3, reduces damage taken from enemies infected with poison by 25%. So she has certain resistance and reduced damage to poison. Crit rate plus 8%. Okay, increases ultimate's damage multiplier by 150%. So that's going to be cool. So yeah, Vixera is going to join the poison gang, and being epic should be easier to get comparatively, I'm saying. But then she is a lord. Epic lords, this is their cost. Same. It's less than the legendary heroes. So that's that. So she may not come easily, but you never know. Having said that, what we are going to do is go over here and check this dot. So this is the poison lineup being brought in. We can see Numera is there and 2 more. Most poison team heroes belong to the Esoteria order, primarily dealing continuous magic damage through poison, damage over turn or time effects. Some poison team heroes provide powerful buffs and debuffs. For example, Nastia inflicts acute poison and magic resistance reduction. Warren provides shield break effect, and Numera can detonate poison damage over turn or over time. By synergizing their abilities, poison team members elevate their collective magic damage output to new heights. There is a synergy for sure. Wow. Then apart from that, so these are the 3 fellows that are there. Then we have Nastia, along with Warren and Vixera, providing most poison team heroes gain significant advantages as number of poison stacks on enemies increases. During battle, this makes them particularly effective in extended fights against individual heroes. With so much of poison, you do realize that cleansing is going to play an important role, and that's where the ones like this chick, Eloin, the Somi, what's that one's name? Tallulah, Medan. So these kinds of, there's another epic, I can't remember her name right away. So all those cleansers are going to come into play. Poison heroes overview. So Nastia, role poison core support and is a lord. Vixera we just went through. Vixera we have gone through just now. Numera we have gone through. Warren Core poison inflictor and shield counter. Wand can inflict two types of poison effects and possesses magic resistance penetration plus shield break abilities. This is going to be handy because they have to bring in shield break abilities so that this hero is used, and being a marksman really comes in handy. These team build, so this is the gang. Lineup 1, 2, 3 for Drake's Chasm and Titanic Ruins. They are being prepared. Immortal Codex, of course, for the Crows and Tower of Deception. So new heroes are arriving for these tougher plays and clearly being shown as to how you can gang them up. Yep. Let's look at new hero info. So let's look at Nasia. She is a lord. And since her card is available, Magic Mage, Lord of the Esotericist, single target attack, continuous damage, and ally buff. Has 20% chance to inflict 40% acute poisoning. Yes. This is acute poisoning because the poisoning is damage surge. Increased poison. When receiving direct damage from enemies, inflict 40% acute poisoning and 1 stack of poison to the targets. This is standard, 120% magic attack, prioritizing the one with highest HP. Venomous Hatred. Wow, those are strong terms. Cost is low. 3.5 second. Deals 260% damage 6 times to one enemy with the highest HP in range and inflicts 1 stack of poison. Same 5% continuous magic damage per sec, stacking up 10 times. And it can coexist with others. And magic resistance reduction minus 30% for 15 seconds is amazing with each hit. For every 1 stack of poison on the target, increases this ultimate's damage by 1% up to 30% increase. The damage, which is 260, can be skilled up to 320, and skill cost can come to 450, which means she's going to charge up faster. Okay, let's look at this one. The passive, Macabre Fate. Each time poison is successfully inflicted, deals true damage equal to 10% attack. 1 time. For every 1 stack of poison on the target, increase the true damage on this hit by 1%, going up by 20% increase. Damage multiplier increase cap is going to be another 10%, and true damage goes up by another 5%. Okay. Apocalypse Rising gains poison immunity. Immune to poison, cannot be dispelled. So she has an undispellable poison immunity. Each time successfully inflicting poison or refreshing it 6 times increases the hero's attack by 4%, stacking up 7 times to 28%. Okay, stack cap can go up by 3. Yeah, number of stacks required reduces by 2. Okay, what is the special over here? 15% reduces the cost. 25 standard increases the faction team members' damage against targets inflicted with debuffs by 5% per debuff, up to 40% increase. So she is going to be the lord with ailments. So there has to be debuff, whether it's poison or any other debuff. That's where she spikes, which means for all the... she's going to basically travel with the poison gang or the debuff gang. Okay, that's her. Let's look at this. 5317 attack. Rest of the stuff is standard. So the attack is a decent one. Let's look at Awakenings. Each hit of she's a lord, so Awakenings is going to take time. But each hit of the ultimate inflicts stun on targets. How many seconds? Half a second. So inflicts stun on targets with poison. When activated, applies poison immunity to 2 allies within. So she does debuff cleansing. So when activated, applies poison immunity to allies within 2 tiles. Okay. This one is attack 300 and enhanced increases faction team members' penetration by 5%. Pretty good. Third Awaken is if only one target exists in range, increases acute poisoning inflicted by talent to 70%. You remember 40% was there. Penetration additional 8%. Standard deals 25% increased damage to targets inflicted by poison. Okay, so there's a lot of poison. So, well, poison meta is coming as all the stuff was shown. Okay, that's that. We will make a quick trip to Discord and look up what is there. The poison team. We can see the 3 crazy, which is the mage, fighter, and the marksman poisoners. Here they are. Let's check the video out.
Watcher of Realms.
Well, it looks like Samurai is going to get a taste of his own because he gives poison regularly and screws us. So yeah, we'll be able to screw his happiness. We saw the gang's video. And this is, I think, Valeria's costume. New skin. Yeah, looks cool. Or should I say they look cool? I like the costume. I don't know, for some reason this one is better. Those fellows could have been done a little more tastefully to make her look cool, but we know what the game does. It's trying to make all the guy players horny all the time. So enjoy being horny, whoever is getting it. Okay, that's it. I think there is nothing else. Cool. Cheers and catch you in the next video.